In the quiet southwestern suburbs of Sydney, a warm evening gave way to yet another crime scene, a chilling reminder of the violent underworld simmering beneath the surface. Beneath the facade of suburban tranquility lies a dark legacy of organized crime, driven by gangs entrenched in the city's drug trade. Among them, the Assyrian Kings, later reborn as the Last Hour, carved a notorious path. This is their story, a saga of ambition, violence, and relentless pursuit by law enforcement. The genesis of the Assyrian Kings, immigrant roots and struggles. The Assyrian Kings emerged from the Assyrian immigrant community in the late 20th century. Fleeing conflict in the Middle East, these migrants arrived in Australia seeking opportunity, but often faced unemployment, poverty, and cultural alienation. These harsh realities fostered an environment ripe for organized crime, as young men sought power and identity in a foreign land. Early criminal ventures. The Assyrian Kings began with petty crimes, street brawls, and small-scale thefts. By the late 1990s, their ambitions grew, escalating to drug trafficking and extortion. Their rapid rise cemented their reputation as a formidable force in Sydney's criminal underworld. A violent milestone, 1997. The gang's audacity peaked with the 1997 murder of police officer David Carty. This brazen attack on law enforcement shocked Sydney, leading to the arrest of 5 members, with the primary perpetrator sentenced to 30 years. The fallout forced the gang to disband temporarily, but their influence lingered. The Last Hour, a brutal rebirth. Reformation in the 2000s. In the early 2000s, key figures Rayon Yaron and Raphael Joseph revived the gang as the Last Hour. This new iteration unleashed a wave of violence, intensifying Sydney's underworld conflicts. The murder of Dimitri Debaz, December 2002. A defining moment came at the Sefton Playhouse, a strip club in Sydney's west. During a birthday celebration for Dimitri Debaz's brother, Yaron, Joseph, and accomplices sparked a brawl. CCTV captured the chilling scene as Yaron and Joseph retrieved 9mm handguns from their car and fatally shot Debaz near the entrance. The murder made them fugitives, escalating police scrutiny. Heightened police response. Debaz's killing prompted a relentless police crackdown. Sydney's authorities intensified efforts to dismantle the Last Hour, targeting their operations and leadership. Yet, the gang's violent streak persisted. A Cycle of Bloodshed. Drive-by shooting, April 2005. On April 16, 2005, Hickson Road in the Rocks became the stage for a deadly drive-by. Nara Dare and Kavan Gajalu, tied to the Assyrian Kings, were gunned down in a calculated revenge attack stemming from a prior dispute. The incident underscored the gang's penchant for retribution. Babylon Cafe shooting, November 2005. Violence struck again when 3 masked gunmen stormed the Babylon Cafe in Fairfield, firing 17 shots and killing bystander Raymond Khanna. Initially deemed a case of mistaken identity, the case remained unsolved, with prime suspect Rayon Yaron evading capture. The Takedown of Key Figures. Rayon Yaron's capture, 2006. After years on the run, Yaron was cornered in February 2006 in Woodcroft. A high-speed chase ended with his temporary escape, but coordinated raids in June across Sydney's western suburbs led to his arrest at Mount Pritchard, alongside 7 others. In 2008, Yaron pleaded guilty to Debaz's murder, receiving a minimum 17-year sentence, a major blow to the Last Hour. Raphael Joseph's strange fate. In October 2006, Joseph was arrested in San Diego as an illegal immigrant. After requesting deportation to Iraq, he was instead extradited to Australia in February 2008 and charged with Debaz's murder. Shockingly, the charges were dismissed, leaving his role in the gang's saga unresolved. Joseph's disappearance, 2014. In March 2014, Joseph vanished under suspicious circumstances. Police suspected a drug syndicate murdered him at a rural Blacklands Ridge property, possibly betrayed by a trusted ally over financial disputes. A car with hidden compartments linked to his case fueled speculation, but his fate remains a mystery. Law enforcement's triumph, mass arrests, 2013, on September 24, 2013. A sweeping operation involving 300 officers across 22 locations, dismantled the last hour's remnants. 15 suspects, including a top coordinator facing 29 charges, were arrested. By 2014, police declared the Assyrian Kings defunct, though their legacy persisted behind bars. Prison violence. In 2015, Goulburn Prison became a battleground when Assyrian gang members stabbed Muslim inmate Adnan Eddie Darki, fueled by religious tensions. Darki retaliated in 2016 against Fardi Ricky Shamoun, highlighting the gang's enduring vendettas. Rival factions and renewed feuds. The true kings emerge. By 2016, former Last Hour members fueled the rise of the true kings, sparking a bloody feud over drug trade control. Shootings and firebombings marked this violent chapter. Key incidents. May 11, 2016. 3 Last Hour members were charged with attempted murder after a botched shooting in Edinburgh Park, thwarted by a gun malfunction. December 24, 2016. Antonio Hermes was killed and Ronaldo Adisho injured in a shooting at Lizard Log Park, tied to gang rivalries. May 17, 2016. Adrian Buxton, a former Nomads Motorcycle Club member, was murdered outside his home. A .32 caliber pistol seized in a September 2016 raid linked the Last Hour to the killing, though motives, ranging from a paid hit to revenge, remained unclear. Disrupting the cannabis trade. Police operations, 2017. The Last Hour's cannabis trafficking drew intense police focus. In February 2017, Alina Antal and Oliver Moorer were arrested in Cabramatta for recruiting teens into the gang's drug operations. Gold Coast expansion. By March 2017, the gang's reach extended to Queensland's Gold Coast, where Chris Mevey faced over 30 drug charges. His operations, allegedly tied to outlaw motorcycle gangs, highlighted the gang's adaptability. A new cycle of violence. Samer Marcus attacks, 2020. In June 2020, high-ranking member Samer Marcus was shot in the face at Bonnyrigg Heights, but delayed medical treatment, reflecting the gang's distrust of authorities. Adam Saliba faced attempted murder charges. In November, Marcus survived another shooting outside his parents' home in Denham Court, underscoring ongoing rivalries. Mark Catoul's death, 2021. In January 2021, True Kings senior member Mark Catoul was killed in Fairfield, echoing his brother Dylan's 2014 murder. Suspected Last Hour involvement fueled fears of an unending cycle of revenge. A persistent shadow. The saga of the Assyrian Kings and the Last Hour is a grim chronicle of violence, ambition, and retribution. From their roots in the struggles of Assyrian immigrants to their evolution into a feared syndicate, the gang's legacy of drug trafficking, murder, and intimidation has left an indelible mark on Sydney's southwestern suburbs. While law enforcement's efforts have dismantled much of their operations, the unresolved cases and potential for renewed conflicts suggest the Underworld's shadow looms large. For more gripping tales of Sydney's criminal underworld, like, share, and subscribe.